Hey, theory class. Just wanted to give you a quick little tutorial on chord reductions. We've talked it in class, but I know that it is sometimes really helpful to see that in in a display. So it's so funny. Every time I say "Hey, theory class," my phone thinks I'm saying "Hey, Siri," so it's messing with me. All right, let's get into this real quick. So here is an example I had shown you guys yesterday. And so these are some chords that are voiced. They're not they don't go together. They're not, beautiful 4-part writing, but they are spaced out. And first we're going to talk about root position chords. So there's no inversion to deal with. And I'm reducing it down to bass clef here. So basically what we do is you take the lowest note, your bass note, and you're going to put that down below, like so. Okay. And then you just talk your way up the chord. So if I have an F here, then what's the next note I encounter as I go up the chord? It's an A. So I'm going to take that A and I'm going to drop it down, but I don't put it here where it's written up above. I'm going to bring it down to the lowest A I can find that doesn't go past the F. So it would be there on that space. Now I have two of the chords, or two of the notes of the chord. So I have my F, I have my A, I go up to the next note, which is C, but I don't put it on the middle, on this C, the middle C, because that's not the closest C I can find. I can go down to that C. There, starting to look like a triad, right? As I go up, F, there's another F here. I don't need to write that F because I already have an F in the chord. So as long as I have each note represented, then I'm good. That chord is reduced to an F major triad. When I go over here, same sort of thing. I have an A, so I go A. If I go up to the next note, it's also A, so I leave it alone. And then I go to a C and an E. So I drop that down to the lowest C I can find and the lowest E I can find without going past. One other quick thing before we go to inversions. Let's look over here at these two chords. They look pretty different. So let's reduce them down and see what they really are. So my lowest note is an E, and I'll put it there. I have a B as well. So this isn't going to go in order, but I'm going to go ahead and put it. So B, I can put it there. If I go down to the other B, I'm past my bass note. I don't want that. So B. So I've got the E, got the B. What is that? It's another B. I don't need that one. I go on up and then, oh, here's a G. That's a new note that I have not reduced down yet. So I'm going to go down here and find a G. Where could I put that G? I'm not going to put it up here. I can go past that B, no problem. It's the low note I have to worry about. So I can go to that G without going past my bass note. So I get that E minor triad. On this chord over here, again, I have an E in the bass. Whoa, what happened there? This thing freaks out sometimes. I have an E in the bass there. Stop doing that. Here we go. And then my next note is a G. So I can put the G there. Stop it, MuseScore. I usually love you, but come on. All right, and then finally, I have an E, a G. Here's another E. I don't need that. Oh, and here's a B way up here. So I'm going to bring that down to my bass clef B. And I've got that. Now, when I show you those two chords, check it out. They're actually the same chord. They're just voiced differently. This one has E, G, and B. This one has E, G, and B. It's just that they're displaced to different octaves to give it a little different sound. So that's how you reduce a chord. Okay, so just another moment. I'm not going to go quite as in depth on inverted chords, but I'll just show you one little tweak to our process from above. So when we do an inverted chord, the rule of not going past the bass notes still applies. It's just that your chord shape is going to be a little different. So with, oh, now you want to stay up there, huh? Okay, let's go on. Here we go. So again, I'm going to drop down the A. That bass note is going to stay the same. I have another A there, so I don't need it. I already got the A down below. Here's a C. Okay, great. So I'm going to drop that C down right next to the A, but not past it. Now here's where things get different. The top note is an F. If I drop down to F, well, I put it there and I have a nice looking triad. But this isn't a nice looking triad, it's an inversion. I can't go past the bass note. So I have to put that F there. And now I have my reduced chord. It's a F major triad in the first inversion. Okay, so even though it doesn't stack nice and neat all on the spaces, I don't go past whatever my lowest note is, the bass note. Okay, I'll do one more for you. Here, let's actually do this one here. So this one, I have a G in the bass, and I have another G. Tell you what, I'm gonna go down here. So there's my G, and I don't need that other G. I have a C and an E. I can go to that C without going past the G, and I can go to that E without going past the low G. So there I have that one as well. Okay. I'm going to show you one last little trick here. It's going to deal with some ledger lines, but it'll be good to see this. And that's going to be, let's use this F chord here. So the F, here's the other thing is you don't, even though that F is down there, I'm just going to put a note there. On this F chord, even though the F is down here, you don't have to start with that F. You could displace it to that chord instead. So I still have an F, and that's still going to be my lowest note because I'm not going to put anything past it. So F and F, I've got my F, and then I have a B and a D. So I bring those down to B is there. And now the D, oh man, it would go so easily there, but I can't go past that bass note. I established that higher F as the bass note. So I have to put that D up here. So there I have my reduced B minor or B diminished triad in second position, second inversion, but I have done so without going past my bass note. So I hope that helps a little bit. If you got any questions, of course, feel free to ask, and have fun reducing chords. We'll be doing a lot of that this year. All right, take care.